Disappointment Wishful Thinking right here on 88.9 at night on WERS. Jae Williams is live in studio. So,
Sir.
Jay, man, you got the Got Jazz benefit concert
Hmm.
coming up this weekend. There's going to be some surprise guests. That's what I heard, man, through the grapevine.
Well, yeah, I mean, we definitely have some. The whole purpose of the event is really to honor the pioneers of jazz music, especially in the Boston area. So we're going to be honoring Boston jazz legends. A few of the Boston jazz legends we're going to be honoring. One is Terry Lynn Carrington, which is like more, a childhood idol for me, just because she grew up in West Memphis where I grew up.
Wow.
So big shout out to Terry Lynn, who's supporting the film and the event. Also, Walter Beasley is getting honored, as well as the owners of Wally's Jazz Club,
Yeah.
which is like super special, just because everybody knows that Wally's has been a staple of Boston jazz scene for ages,
Yeah.
for ages. So we're gonna be honoring them, and then we just have a lot of the local artists who are up and coming gonna be performing at the event to really pay homage to what they've done for us, and paved the way for us to be able to do.
Yeah.
And in the process, hopefully bring together a community of jazz listeners and lovers to come out and have a good time. So it's going to be fun. It's over at Naga Lounge in Central Square in Cambridge.
Hmm.
Tickets are $20. There's drinks, there's food. It's going to be a good time, and I definitely want everybody to come out to support, and all the proceeds from the event go to the film.
Hmm. And do you think jazz is an underappreciated art form? I believe it is, but why do you think that's how it is?
I think just because we're just inundated with so much types of music, and I think that a lot of the music is recycled in a sense where we take a lot from other genres of music and put it into things like hip hop and R&B. Like jazz is so important, especially in the urban communities, because that's one of the very few genres that we can really call our own, and that we really nurtured and developed and grown and had so many people make a living off that, and I think that people need to be educated on that, especially the younger generation. They really need to understand that you can't appreciate what you have now until you understand the past, and then you move forward from there. And that's what this film is really to do, is really to help educate kids to say, all this new music is great, but there were people that came before you, so you wouldn't be doing what you're doing today if these other folks didn't pave the way for you. We truly stand on the shoulders of giants, and we really need to be reminded of that.
Hmm. So, I guess what I want to ask is, in schools, for example, man, like, do you think there should be a specific jazz class or a general music class that should touch on jazz?
Yeah,
How important do you think it is?
I think that's a great point. I think that there should be an understanding of the history of music, and how it's evolved, especially especially in your particular city. Why not talk about the history, of where you are and where you come from? I think that sort of resonates with the kids in that particular area. So in the Boston school system, they should talk about, they should have a music class,
Yeah.
and that music class should include jazz music and what and what artists came through here to help make that history. So I think you're right. I think it's a little bit of both. I think we need to have more music education and art education, for that matter, in the school system, but also give them something to gravitate to, or something that's tangible to say, okay, so and so walked down this street, and I walk on this street to go to school every day. And I think that would make more sense to them, and be able to connect, especially with the young kids who are just totally inundated with so much information.
Yeah. And about the film, man, how important is it that you were authentic to Boston? What I mean, like shooting in Dorchester, Roxbury, whatever. Why is it so important that you wanted to do a film about Boston? Not only you grew up around here, but what's special about Boston that your film is centered around?
I mean, it's just so much history here that, and for me, I love learning new things. There's a ton of stuff just in researching about jazz music, and researching about some of the places and Wally's, and understanding the history and who came through there, and the music that I listen to, and have like Billie Holiday, or a Louis Armstrong or Dizzy Gillespie come through Boston, and be like, wow, these people were here and actually played here. I think it allowed me to really connect with the movie on another level.
Yep.
As opposed to just creating some arbitrary setting and say, okay, we're just going to shoot it here. I think that shooting it here definitely gives it more meaning for me, and I think that coming to this event would also help push that.
Okay, that's dope, man. I want to thank you for coming through, man. Let us know the final details about the event, man. What else do the people need to know?
To be there, don't miss it. For this Sunday, August 11th, Got Jazz benefit concert at Naga Lounge in Central Square, 450 Mass Ave. It's from 5 p.m. to 8 p.m. Get there early because I'm sure it's going to be a great turnout. I want everybody to be able to enjoy and experience this event. And tickets are $20, and come out and have a good time.
Jay Emerson Love, man. Thanks for coming through.
Thank you.
You're welcome anytime, dog. Coming up next, keep the music locked, man. It's Acrobatic with Soul Glow. Stay tuned for more music right here on 88.9 WERS.
Peace. Good.